American business magnate Alexander Karp, who was born on October 2, 1967, was also the co-founder and CEO of the software company Palantir Technologies. His projected net worth as of April 2022 is at $1.1 billion US. He was reared in Philadelphia and received his high school diploma from Central High School in 1985. He has acknowledged that he has had dyslexia from a young age. Karp graduated with a bachelor's degree from Haverford College in 1989, a Juris Doctor or JD from Stanford University in 1992, and a Doctor of Philosophy in 1993. Karp claims that after receiving an inheritance from his grandfather, he successfully invested in startups and equities. Cademan Group, a money management company based in London, was created by Karp. He co-founded Palantir in 2004 as CEO with Peter Thiel, a Stanford classmate, and others. Karp has been identified as a socialist, a progressive, and a Hillary Clinton supporter. While attending Stanford, he expressed his socialist ideals. He claimed to have declined President Trump's invitation in a 2017 recording made at a Palantir company meeting, stating, "I respect nothing about the person." He has argued that tech firms like Palantir are obligated to aid the American armed forces. He has defended Palantir's deal with the United States despite the fact that family separations are a tremendously challenging, nuanced, startling moral issue. He supports a fair but rigorous immigration policy, according to Immigration and Customs Enforcement. What is Palantir Technologies all about? Big data analytics is the focus of the publicly traded American corporation Palantir Technologies. It was established in 2003 by Peter Thiel, Nathan Gettings, Joe Lonsdale, Stephen Cohen, and Alex Karp, and has its headquarters in Denver, Colorado. The name of the business is derived from The Lord of the Rings, where magical Palantir were seeing stones which were characterized as infallible crystal balls used for communication and to observe occurrences in other areas of the earth. The three projects, Palantir Gotham, Palantir Apollo, and Palantir Foundry, are the three for which the corporation is most known. Analysts working in the U.S. Department of Defense and U.S. intelligence community, USIC, offices utilize Palantir Gotham to combat terrorism. Palantir's gift to the government is Palantir Gotham. Palantir's long-standing work in the American intelligence community has evolved into this. Palantir Gotham, a predictive policing technology employed more recently, has generated some controversy over the usage of racism in their AI analytics. Software for data integration, information management, and quantitative analytics was available under the name Palantir Metropolis, formerly known as Palantir Finance. Predictive analytics is one of the features that the software uses to connect to commercial, proprietary, and public data sets to find patterns, correlations, and anomalies. Peter Kavicha III of JP Morgan used Metropolis in 2009 with the help of 120 Palantir forward-deployed engineers to monitor employee communications and alert the insider threat team when an employee displayed any signs of potential dissatisfaction. The insider alert team would then further investigate the employee and possibly conduct physical surveillance with bank security personnel after hours. Palantir Gotham and Foundry are managed and deployed using Palantir Apollo, a continuous delivery system. Apollo was developed in response to the demand from clients who wanted to integrate numerous public and private cloud platforms into their architecture. Apollo uses a microservice architecture to orchestrate changes to software and configurations on the Foundry and Gotham platforms. Instead of operating as a consulting firm, Palantir can now offer software as a service, SaaS, thanks to this solution. When the COVID-19 epidemic hit England, NHS England used Palantir Foundry to examine how the vaccine program was performing. Foxglove, a tech justice nonprofit, launched a campaign against the firm in June 2021 because their past has largely been in contracts where people are damaged, not healed, according to Clive Lewis MP, who supported the campaign. Here is how the algorithm tipped the balance in Ukraine. 2 Ukrainian military officers observed a laptop running software from the American tech firm Palantir that is being used by a Ukrainian technician. Detailed digital apps of the Bakhmut battlefield in eastern Ukraine are displayed on the screen, along with additional targeting information, the majority of which was gathered from commercial satellites. On the Bakhmut front, one of the bloodiest engagements of the conflict where Russian and Ukrainian forces are separated by a few hundred yards, we can see some sharp trenches as we lean closer. Thermal photos of Russian and Ukrainian artillery fire are displayed with a mouse click. A second click depicts a Russian tank marked with a Z, seen through a picket fence and uploaded by a Ukrainian spy on the ground. Instead of a presentation for a visiting journalist, if this were a real combat operations center, the Ukrainian officers could choose a missile, piece of artillery, or armed drone to attack the Russian positions using a targeting program. Drones might then validate the strike, and the system would be updated with the results of a damage assessment. A significant factor in David's victory over Goliath in this situation is the Wizard War in the Ukraine conflict, a covert digital campaign that has never been extensively covered previously. The most cutting-edge intelligence and battle management software ever used in battle is being combined by the Ukrainians with their brave fighting spirit. General Mark A. Milley, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, said that the Ukrainians had a clear advantage due to their tenacity, determination, and use of cutting-edge technology. We are currently watching how future conflicts will be waged and won. In my opinion, Milley is correct about how technology has changed the battlefield in Ukraine. The main line, in my opinion, is that the Russians are probably not going to win this conflict with these systems supporting the valiant Ukrainian troops. According to Alex Karp, chief executive of Palantir, the potential of advanced algorithmic warfare systems is now so tremendous that it amounts to having tactical nuclear weapons against an adversary with only conventional ones. The general populace frequently undervalues this. Our opponents no longer do. Stepan, the top Ukrainian commander in the Kiev demonstration, who before the war created software for a retail company, claims that for us, it's a matter of survival. He now states plainly to me, our aim is to maximize target acquisitions. Before he exhibited the device, he removed the unit insignia and other marks from his camouflage clothing to protect his identity. He and his colleague requested anonymity so as to protect their safety. The aliases they used were not their real names. The other officer, Lesia, was a computer expert in non-combat situations. She murmurs a longing for vengeance as she studies the images of the Russian invaders on a day when their drones are slaughtering civilian targets in Odessa, on Ukraine's southern shore. She also expresses the hope that Ukraine would win the war and become a great power. She asserts that even though the Ukrainians currently rely on American technological assistance, by the end of the war, we will be selling software to Palantir. I came here at the end of the year to investigate what, in my opinion, is the most important lesson of this conflict, and in fact of the previous few decades of war. A motivated partner like Ukraine may prevail if given access to the West's cutting-edge technology. Because it lacked the will to fight, the Afghan army collapsed in a single day, but Ukraine has succeeded because it has the means and the resolve to do so, just as the Syrian Kurdish fighters who defeated the Islamic State before it with American assistance. A senior Palantir team that was visiting its Kiev headquarters stopped by to say hello to me. They agreed to show me some of the company's technologies close to the firing line with CEO Karp's agreement. The end result is a thorough examination of what might turn out to be a revolution in warfare, one in which U.S. allies might employ the pervasive, unstoppable sensors that encircle every prospective battlefield to build a really devastating kill chain thanks to a software platform. The criticism contends that government entities have abused Palantir's potent software to violate people's privacy or further dubious objectives. For instance, the Post reported in 2019 that Immigration and Customs Enforcement utilized Palantir's software to assist track undocumented immigrants, which sparked objections from some of the company's staff. Tech activists have questioned if Palantir is too close to the American government and has access to too much information through its capabilities. Karp addressed criticism of the business, saying, Silicon Valley yelling at us for over a decade did not make the world any less perilous. We are proud of the fact that we created software products that strengthen America and its allies. Additionally, Ukraine has altered Silicon Valley's political climate. This is the good fight, according to Karp and many other technology CEOs, that has motivated numerous businesses to employ their resources aggressively. One of the factors determining Ukraine's success is this public-private partnership. However, it hides a number of crucial issues, such as how reliant nations should be on business people whose opinions on public policy could shift. The deployment of these weapons in good battles is commendable, but what about in bad wars? What about the use of private tools against the governments that assisted in their creation? These issues surrounding technology and warfare will be debated for the remainder of the century. However, after examining the new technologies created by Palantir and other businesses for weeks, the key finding for me is deterrence, and not only in Ukraine. Given the technological revolution, it will be considerably harder for enemies to attack, say, Taiwan than they might think. China should give this new digital battle space some serious thought. The NATO allies of Ukraine duplicate the death chain witnessed in Kiev on a massive scale from a command center outside the nation. The system is based on the same Palantir software platform that I saw in Kiev, and that enables the US and its allies to share data from a variety of sources, from commercial satellite photography to the most top-secret Western intelligence tools. According to Karp, this is algorithmic warfare. Commanders can cut through the infamous fog of war by using a digital model of the battlefield. NATO advisors outside Ukraine can quickly respond to the crucial issues of combat, such as where are allied forces, by using artificial intelligence to examine sensor data. The adversary is where. What weapons are going to be the most potent against opposing positions? They can then provide Ukrainian field commanders with exact enemy location information. Following an activity, they can evaluate the accuracy of their intelligence and make system updates. This new weapon of war is powered by data, and it is continually being updated. Battle damage evaluations are relayed back into the digital network after each kinetic hit to improve the predicted algorithms. There are still layers and stovepipes, and the battlefield is not automated. Due in part to classification restrictions, the system I visited in Kiev uses a constrained set of sensors and AI technologies, some of which were developed by Ukraine. The larger external system can handle very sensitive data safely, with cybersecurity and controlled access, and then send enemy location information to Ukraine for use in combat. How do Palantir technologies affect the economy? Number one, this can be the center for cybersecurity. In the fourth industrial revolution, global connectivity and technological advancements are accelerating exponentially, posing enormous systemic security concerns and dangers that are weakening growth and confidence. The Center for Cybersecurity at the World Economic Forum is an independent, unbiased worldwide forum devoted to promoting international discussions and teamwork among the international cybersecurity community in both the public and business sectors. To emphasize the significance of cybersecurity as a top strategic priority, we close the gap between cybersecurity professionals and top-level decision makers. Number 2, it can shape the future of data policy. The fourth industrial revolution is driven by data. Its management, usage, and sharing are essential for the resilience of economies and the advancement of societies in an era of global crisis and economic uncertainty. By fostering more collaboration, creating policy, and bolstering action across data ecosystems, the forum's platform on data policy seeks to unleash the promise of data for all. They have been able to by bringing together world leaders from business, government, and civic society, also assisting Rwanda in creating a protection of personal data and privacy law that encourages the use of technology and the reliable flow of data while reducing risks. Transforming Finland's use of data to deliver more timely and individualized services to its citizens, from early childhood education to job placement. Number 3, it can be used for the future of the digital economy. In order to be flexible in the face of disruption and to develop new digitally enabled business models for a new normal that is post-COVID, purpose-driven, sustainable, and inclusive, enterprises can use technology with the support of the platform on digital economy and the new value creation. The need for agility, adaptation, and transformation is becoming more urgent due to COVID-19's extraordinary disruption. Industry structures and business models are changing, and the economy's digitalization is accelerating quickly. Over the next 10 years, it is predicted that business models built on the digitally enabled platform would account for 70% of all new value created in the economy. Nevertheless, 47% of people on the planet are still not online. Number 4, it is the future of healthcare. The platform for shaping the future of health and healthcare involves stakeholders in novel forms of public-private collaboration in order to pinpoint and implement improvements to healthcare systems that will keep populations healthy and provide the highest quality of care. Systems for delivering healthcare will change drastically over the next 10 years. Our existing hospital-centric, capital-intensive approach is inefficient and unsustainable. The future of health and healthcare integrates virtual care across the continuum of care, from physician prevention to tailored care delivery, and the majority of health services are provided in venues that are suited for them. Number 5. The future of advanced manufacturing and value chains. The platform shaping the future of advanced manufacturing and value chains looks at everything from design, consumer behavior, and end-of-use cycles to research and development. We work with a variety of sectors including the automotive, chemical, electronic, healthcare, and textile industries. Manufacturing has been a major driver of development, employment, and innovation around the world, but its various industries also have a significant impact on CO2 emissions and climate change. However, cutting-edge technologies are reshaping the manufacturing and value chains, enabling more productive procedures and generating new benefits for businesses, society, and the environment. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, hit that like, and share this video with your money and business-minded friends. Until next time.